In Pittsburgh, a man drives a van into a parking garage near the river, across from PNC Park. He drops a quarter into the parking meter, then pulls out a rifle. From a distance, he takes aim and fires, killing 5 random people on the North Shore Trail. Then he calmly drives away. The police, led by Detective Calvin Emerson, arrive at the crime scene. They find a shell casing and the quarter from the parking meter. When they check for fingerprints, one name comes up: James Barr, a former U.S. Army sniper. The police storm Barr's house and find the van, the rifle, and Barr himself unconscious. During questioning, District Attorney Alex Rodan gives Barr 2 choices: confess and get life in prison, or fight the charges and get the death penalty. Rodan has never lost a case. But Barr doesn't confess. Instead, he writes 4 words on a notepad. Get Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher is a drifter, a former Army military police investigator. He sees the news about Barr and comes to Pittsburgh. Emerson and Rodan refuse to show him the evidence but let him visit Barr, who was attacked in jail and is now in a coma. Reacher then meets Helen Rodan, Barr's lawyer, and Alex Rodan's daughter. She offers him access to the case if he helps her investigate, but Reacher refuses. He doesn't want to clear Barr. Years ago, Barr went on a killing spree while stationed in Iraq. But his victims were U.S. military contractors who had been raping Iraqi women, so the army covered it up. Reacher swore that if Barr ever did something like that again, he'd stop him himself. But something about this case feels wrong. He tells Helen that if she talks to the victims' families, he will look into the crime scene. What he finds doesn't add up. A trained sniper wouldn't have shot from the parking garage, he would have taken the better position from the Fort Duquesne Bridge. Then Reacher gets into a bar fight, but something feels off. The whole thing seems set up as if someone is trying to scare him away.
Okay.
When Helen reports what she learned about the victims, Reacher realizes something important. One of the 5 victims, a woman named Olene Archer, was the real target. The other deaths were just to make it look like a random mass shooting and cover up her murder. Later, someone tries to frame Reacher for a young woman's murder. Now, he knows for sure someone powerful is behind all of this. Following a hunch, Reacher tracks down a shooting range in Ohio owned by a former Marine, Martin Cash. Through Cash, Reacher learns the truth. The real killers work for a shady construction company run by an ex-Soviet prisoner known only as the Zek. The Zek's gang has Detective Emerson on their payroll. They kidnap Helen and hold her hostage at a quarry. With Cash's help, Reacher takes them down. He kills the gang members, including Charlie, the Real sniper who framed Barr. In the end, only the Zek is left. The Zek isn't scared. He smirks and tells Reacher that he has killed all the witnesses who could testify against him. Even if he's caught, an American prison will be a retirement home compared to the brutal Soviet gulag where he once survived. Reacher doesn't hesitate. He shoots the Zek in the head. Later, Barr wakes up from his coma. He has no memory of the shooting but believes he must be guilty. He explains how he would have carried out the attack, and his plan is completely different from what actually happened, proving Reacher's theory right. Helen is confident she can get him cleared. Meanwhile, Reacher sits on a bus, ready to leave town. He overhears a man verbally and physically abusing a young woman. Without hesitation, he gets up to stop him.